Hello everyone, it's Lori with Art Lab Designs. Thanks for coming today and joining me. And also, I have a little bit of a disclaimer. I don't know what you would call it, an excuse. I don't know. But you'll notice through the title of the video and the card that's in front of you right now that this appears to be Thanksgiving. I'm a little behind on my card kits. On a serious note, for the past year I've been struggling with some mental health issues, and in the first 6 or 7 months I didn't want to do anything creative. I just didn't have the drive or the will or any of those things. So I am quite behind on my Simon Says stamp card kits. So this is November of 2018's kit called Thanks and Leaves. I kind of, in the last 6 to 8 weeks, kind of got my creative mojo back, if you will, and plowed through a bunch of kits that I had piled up and made a bunch of cards. And I'm going to do a series of videos on all of them because I figured if you're anything like me and you've put a kit aside for a while, you still need inspiration, even if it is 8 months later or however long, in this case 10 months I guess. So without further ado, let's get started. So Thanks and Leaves was obviously geared toward Thanksgiving, and the set, or the kit, excuse me, came with a set of 6x8 stamps that included all of these beautiful leaf patterns, and it also included some really nice sentiments. So this first card, and it also came, with the usual cardstock, etc. So I will tell you that in this kit, I think all I have left is the stamp set, and maybe it didn't come with any pattern paper, so I have the stamp set and maybe, I think it came with sequins and pardon my little sinus problem. It came with metal butterflies too, so that's pretty cool. And I used one of those on the cards. So on this one, I just used different color ink, oxide inks, to stamp a pattern all over a piece of white cardstock in different fall colors. And I cut an oval into the white card front and the card base, and then on the inside I stamped some more of the leaves and the sentiment, in this season of Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for you. And I just think that came out really nicely with the orange. It's my dog washi tape, so I don't forget where I should put my card. This next one is actually really, really simple, but I'll tilt it a little bit so hopefully you can see the glitter embossing powder that I used. This again, I just stamped randomly over a piece of gold cardstock that I think was from my own stash, and used the maple leaves and coated them in a sparkly green embossing powder. Pardon me, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Nuvo woodland green or something like that, and then the smaller leaves in the brown. And then on a piece of craft cardstock, I stamped thank you and used some cocoa colored enamel dots to finish it off. And then on the inside, the same exact sentiment, but I just stamped a border around it from a border in my stash that I think I got from my mom when she passed away. Now this next one, even though I made it from this kit, it's really suitable for any time of year because I stamped it with greens and blues and purples, and I used some blue sequins. So, it's a very, not generic, but you could use it for almost any occasion. A thank you card, or you just love your friend or whatever. So grateful for everything you do and your support. But most of all, I'm thankful for the amazing person you are. And then I left it blank inside so that somebody could handwrite a really nice note. And I like this one because even though it's fairly simple and clean, it took something that was Thanksgiving-ish and made it, any season. Pardon me. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's my least favorite of the 6 cards I made with this kit. I used oxide inks in Spice Marmalade and peeled paint to sort of do a watercolory, washy background on a green card base. And then I embossed with kind of a copper embossing powder, So Happy You Are Family. And then on craft cardstock, Friends Are the Family You Choose, in a little banner. And I used some of the sequins that came with the kit, which are these huge sequins. I don't know what millimeter they are, probably 10, I'm not sure. I used a couple of those and then some from my stash that are copper and green. And I left this one blank inside as well, so that somebody could write their own sentiment. And then here's another one created with the kit that is non-Thanksgiving specific. 2 manila tags came with the kit. So I chose to, let me see if I could pull this out. There we go. I chose to stamp a piece of white cardstock randomly again with the leaves and the little branches and some hearts and so forth in shades of purple and pink. And then I cut a little strip in the white card topper before putting it on the pale pink base. This one says "Hello There" inside, and it's got some of those purple leaves down at the bottom. And I used one of the metal butterflies that came in the kit to further enhance this card. And I created the tag kind of as a bookmark, I guess, which is why I thought it would be nice to do the slit so that the recipient could pull it out and, use it as a bookmark or hang it up on a bulletin board. I have no idea. But I created the tag by ink blending from, trying to remember, I think this is Seedless Preserves, Wilted Violet and Sponge Sugar, I think. And just stamped in a repeating pattern 3 of the leaves and drew a line to make them come down to the bottom and stamped "You Shine" on it. So again, this is a really pretty, and put some twine, of course, at the top. This is just a really pretty example of what you could do with your card kits and make them not so specific to a particular season. This is probably my favorite one that I made out of this kit. And I still have 5 butterflies left, so I'm going to be using those on other projects. And then finally in this kit, I made this card. And it's very similar to the last card except for the color scheme. I stamped the leaves and whatnot in browns, orange, green, yellow, and so on. Inside it says "Thank you is not enough," and I stamped some more of the leaves down here. And then I made another bookmark tag kind of jobby, and I don't remember the colors, but Orange Marmalade, this yellow I think is from another company, and then this might be linen down at the bottom, Old Linen I think it's called, and then another twine tie at the top. But I did the slit thing again so that whoever receives it can use it as a bookmark or whatever they want to do with it. And those are all of the cards I made with the November 2018 Thanks and Leaves card kit. I have all of these available in my Etsy shop, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below the video, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible and answer them. And if you're curious about any of the products I used in any of these cards, I'll be happy to answer those questions as well, because my crafty items are in another room right now, so I'll have to go grab them and see what products I used. Alright, thank you so much for watching.